Okay, students, today we're going to talk about solving literal equations. First of all, what is a literal equation? Well, we've already seen equations where you have, there we go, 5x plus 3 is equal to 10. Now this is a regular equation where we solve for x. Now, a literal equation, instead of having numbers, we're going to have a lot of variables. For instance, P equals RT. There's no numbers there, it's just variables. It's a literal equation. So, it'll tell you which one they want you to solve for. For instance, we have to solve for R. So a literal equation now means letters. There will also be numbers in there as well, but there's going to be more letters. Okay, so here's our first example. Y equals 5x minus 6, and it wants us to solve for x. Well, this one is okay. So this means that we're going to have to get the variable x by itself on one side, everything else to the other side. So you're still going to use your operations. For instance, we know we need to move the 6, so we're going to do the opposite. We're going to add the 6. Remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side to balance the equation. Okay. So now, negative 6 plus 6, that cancels each other out, becomes 0. We bring the 5x down. And now, be careful here. This is not 6y. This is not 6y. It is 6 plus y, or y plus 6. Okay, now remember, we're still solving for x. So, what's in our way? The 5. So, since 5 is being multiplied to x, we're going to do the opposite to undo the operation. Remember, both sides. Now, if you notice, I underlined y plus 6. The whole entire part we're dividing by 6. So it's a group. Okay, so the whole entire piece, y plus 6, is being divided by 5. Now, 5 cancels. Do we need to do anything to the other side? No, 5 does not cancel with anything. So your answer is that is your answer. I know it looks weird and I know it looks strange, but we did exactly what we were supposed to do. We solved for x. Let's go to the next one. We have 2x minus 3y equals 8. Now we need to solve for y. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to move everything over to the other side and leave y by itself. So, I first have this 2x in my way right here, and I need to move it. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract 2x. I'm going to do it to the other side to keep balance. Okay, now, 2x minus 2x cancels. We bring down the negative 3y. Now again, be careful. Here we have 8 minus 2x. Okay, we're almost done. Our y is almost by itself. Now, the negative 3 and the y are being multiplied together, so we're going to do the opposite, undo the operation, divide by negative 3. Now, look at the other side. I drew a complete line because, again, this now becomes a group over negative 3. The negative 3's cancel, and I'm left with y equals 8 minus 2x over negative 3. All right, now we have the next example. AX plus BY equals C. There are no numbers here, but we're doing the same thing. It's telling us we're solving for Y. We're going to move everything over and get Y by itself. So we're going to take care of that AX first. It's a positive AX, so we're going to subtract it. Let me get a pen color. Again, don't forget to balance. The AX's cancel. We're going to bring down the BY. Again, be very careful. This now becomes C minus AX. Okay, we're still solving for B. Okay, for Y. So now, B and Y are multiplying. We're going to do the opposite, undo the operation, divide by B. We do it on one side, we have to do it to the other. The whole group. Okay. B's cancel. And we're left with Y equals C minus AX over B. And that's an X. Okay, now let's go into the next one. A equals LWH. That's area equals length times width times height. We're solving for H. We're going to do the same thing. Now look what's happening here. L, W, and H are all being multiplied together. They're being multiplied together. So watch what we're going to do. In order to get H by itself, since they're all being multiplied together, I'm going to divide by the L and the W. I'm going to divide by the L and the W. I know that seems strange, but you can take care of both of these at one time. So then, the L and the W cancel. And I'm left with H is equal to A over LW. Okay, two more. Y equals mx plus b. You guys are going to get to know that. If you don't already know that, slope. We're going to solve it for m. We're going to solve it for slope. So we're going to take care of the b. Remember, we're doing reverse operations. All right. So now, remember, the b's cancel. And then on the other side, you're going to have y minus b. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We're solving for m. So if we're solving for m, what do we need to get rid of? The x. Okay, so now the x's cancel. And you're left with there you go. Now we have another one. This is our final example. We're going to solve the next one for y. Notice, y is in my numerator. This is a group. We can't touch the numerator until we get rid of the denominator. So remember what I told you. This is a fraction. So we need to multiply out the 2. Since a fraction means divide, we're going to multiply by 2 both sides. Now, the 2's are going to cancel, right? They're going to go away. On this side, you're going to have 2a. This is a multiplication. Remember, it's implied. We don't need to write the multiplication sign. 2a is equal to, now we have left x plus y. So we're almost there. We're solving for y. So that means I need to take care of this x. Get it out of the way. So I'm going to subtract the x because it's positive. Subtract the x. Draw my line. Alright, these cancel. I bring down the y equal. Now, here, this becomes 2a minus x. This is how you solve literal equations.